This episode of The Totally Rad Show is brought to you by Squarespace. Coming up on today's TRS, TV is back, and it's here to stay, with a look at the new series, No Ordinary Family.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to The Totally Rad Show for today, Thursday, September 23rd. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Jeff Canada.
And I'm Dan Diggity Dog Trachtenberg.
Does people call you that really?
I'm going to now.
All the kickity cats calling that.
All right, Diggity Dog. We're super excited. Yesterday you saw us playing the new Encounters for D&D. Today I'm really happy because we are bringing back TV.
Yeah, it's too long.
We're going to be doing a
been.
lot more TV. I mean, some of the stuff that
It's
this
fall.
is what the dailies are allowing us to do.
We're doing TV.
We're gonna be able to do
New
this
season
stuff.
of stuff.
Bada bing. And
Pilots.
Jeff gets his name said
Jeff Jenkins.
a couple times a day.
Jeff Jenkins.
This is amazing. Halo Reach
Sent
background.
us a cool background. Thank you very much, Jefferson.
Brother of Leroy. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Let's rock this show.
Anyway, let's
talk
do
TV.
it. No Ordinary Family.
All right, today we are back with TV talking about the much anticipated ABC series No Ordinary Family. So this is created by Greg Berlanti, who actually wrote the Green Lantern script and is already rewriting, movie, and already writing Green Lantern 2. Also, these guys have executive produced tons and tons of TV. John Harmon Feldman, who created True Calling and then also executive produced tons of stuff. So it's starring Jeff's Vic Mackey,
Best show
Michael
ever.
Chiklis,
Best show ever.
and Dan's Julie Benz. I don't know why you get her, but she's
in Buffy. She's in
awesome.
Buffy.
She's in Buffy. So they play a normal married couple with kids and sort of an okay relationship whose whole family survives a plane crash in Brazil. Come to find out, they have acquired superpowers.
Superpowers, why doesn't that ever happen to me?
I know, wouldn't that be great? So the first episode actually airs Tuesday, September 28th on ABC. Check it out. Dan, what did you think of No Ordinary Family?
It's tough to say what you feel about a TV series based off of just a pilot episode.
This
But
is
you're going to
true.
do so anyway.
And I feel very similarly to how I felt watching the Heroes pilot, which bit me in the butt, because I did not like the first few episodes of Heroes.
That pilot bit you in the butt.
And then after I'd handed you Alex's ass, it bit me in the butt.
Ooh, that's a daily callback. That's a callback from Tuesday.
Some daily callback.
and then Heroes I grew to love a lot. This show, No Ordinary Family, this pilot is just all the setup. And there's very little style. And that's kind of the thing that really wows you. A show's voice is what really makes you connect with it and really love a television show. Here, I enjoyed the special effects. I mean, some of them are very TV and some of them are a little bit better, but I just enjoy sort of watching that. But there was all the characters, like the teenage son and the teenage daughter and the father, they were all exactly what you would expect from a TV incarnation of that character. Nothing was particularly clever or hilarious or what have you. But there's some fun in it. It's really a wait and see in a big, huge way for me.
Interesting. Jeffrey? Chiklis?
You know I love Chiklis, Vic Mackey.
Yeah.
You know I love superpowers.
Vic Mackey?
You know I
Or the thing.
You know I love The Incredibles, which
Yeah.
is this basic. You know I love Fantastic Four.
Yes?
So why do I hate this show? It's
I don't know.
awful. Awful. And like Dan, it's hard to judge an entire series based on a pilot, and yes, it feels incredibly rushed that they pushed through this setup very quickly, but the writing, the dialogue specifically, is very hackneyed, and I found they're injecting jokes into moments that shouldn't have, like, who are you texting now? God? No, I mean, they may be no ordinary family, but no human beings speak like the people that in this show. They do things that no person would do. Their friends do things that no friends would do. The premise it's so television. The way the premise is handled. The premise is awesome, but the way it's handled feels so terrible and television-y and preposterous.
Interesting.
And I was sad.
Interesting. I really enjoyed this show. I think you might like terriers now. I really enjoyed this show. I thought that it was, I loved that it just powered through the setup because the setup doesn't matter. The plane, that doesn't matter. Get to them discovering, because that's the episode for me, in my opinion. There were flat out funny stuff in this, and also in my opinion. I mean, I know it's all my opinion, but I really had a good time. I think the only feeling I got was, how are they going to handle the sort of monster of the weakness of this? If I get the episode, if I get mostly an arc of the supervillain and his nemesis or her nemesis, and how does that work together?
You think they're going to do that?
No, it's going to be family drama. It's going to be family
That's
stuff.
Interesting.
It's going to be more family than it is superheroes.
This is, well, we don't know, and this is what I'm waiting to find out. Because if it's a monster of the week, and I think that the reason why I disagree with you is because of the turn that happened with this one bad guy.
Right.
I think that was where I went, oh,
that's right. That's
amazing. True. Okay, so we might get the supervillain. We might get the how does this all work? Ugh. If that happens, then I could be in. If they do what Justified did, where it's an arc of what's happening in this with this one main villain guy, and also some monster of the week.
And that's any.
It could be.
Any,
well, but some of them not Law and Order. You know what I mean?
Well, no, not,
it's much more. I think it's much more focused this arc than it was these arcs. You know, some of those. Even CSI has a long this arc, but
I
it's
don't
really
mean
yeah.
But I mean that's most serial television is like that. But
yeah, I'm saying if they focus more on the big arc, that could be a really good thing for me.
For me, what I really felt was I'm forgetting. So go ahead, Jeff.
I was very excited when it seemed like the sun was gonna not have superpowers. It felt like a really fresh, interesting take on this of like. The underachieving kid is also underachieving in this way, and they totally cop out on that, which is lame. And I think all the powers and all the ways the powers are handled have been done 100,000 times, and they bring nothing fresh or interesting to it, which is really sad.
The actually the sun.
I thought the running stuff. I'm digging the sun arc, but I thought the running stuff was handled amazingly. I loved all.
I was gonna say that sun thing that you're pitching is sky high, but what I wanted,
which also has that turn though.
What I wanted was. Either, I mean, it's trying to do a little bit of a Modern Family, Arrested Development sort of like documentary, as if they're talking to they're narrating the show, but they're talking to their therapist. I think those are going to be peppered throughout every single episode.
Yeah.
And it's got that quirky sense of humor, like you referred to, where you didn't like, but that texting got like that. Yeah. That kind of it's silly. And it's got a quirky sense of humor to it, but it wasn't enough. I wanted it to decide to be a
funny
totally
or not.
silly and be hilarious.
Yeah, right.
Or
take this seriously.
Or take it seriously. Or
some of the stuff was really funny.
A little bit of heart.
The friend passing out and not shooting him.
I thought the whole friend was. I mean, he's there quite literally his Frozone. But in the end, I mean, I don't want to spoil the end, but like. Setting up the sort of bat cave thing, it just seems so preposterous.
Dude, but I love that. That's what's so fun for me. Is that it's like, yeah, your buddy. If you turned out to have superpowers, I would build you a fucking cave because I'd be like, dude, I know that guy.
If it had, this,
you know what I mean?
Right,
I'm gonna hold you to that.
You do it.
I'm gonna go.
I'm taking to Brazil.
I'm licking the electrical socket right now.
I think it could have earned that. All the really hilarious moments if you thought it was funny or because if it chose the voice of like community anything that an Arrested Development where it becomes a pirate and they're
a true comedy.
But it's also real hard for us to talk about it, so we're very excited to see more. We're gonna try to start checking back, or maybe have like a check back episode where we see who, because I know you got into Justified.
It blew me away.
Amazing. So we will check back on all these. Theorize. So, Jeffrey, Squarespace?
Squarespace is a fun place for your website or blog. I just wrote that song. I
really?
just wrote that song for them.
Shocking.
I know.
It's under the Creative Commons.
If you have a website or a blog that you would like to house on the interwebs, Squarespace is the place to do it. I have my website there. We all do. It is awesome. They give you an iPhone app. You can do stuff on the go. You can check your stats.
Yep.
You can update instantly. They have the best stuff in the world.
Dude, you can import your old blog into it.
Right.
Amazing.
I didn't have an old blog, so I've never done that. But I hear it's one click and one click only.
Blah blah blog.
Blah blobs. And also, you get a 2-week free trial, so there's no reason not to try it. You can import your old thing and go back. I mean, if you don't like it, but you will like it. And if you use our promo code TRS, you get 10% off your order.
Amazing. Jeff Jenkins, thank you again for the reach.
Around us.
Wasn't going to finish
The
that.
reach. around us.
Okay.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff Jarvis. If you would like to
Jenkins.
Jeff Jarvis, I don't know why I keep saying that. Jeff Jenkins.
They both are butler names.
If you would like to download this background and use it as your background, maybe on your computer or
your foreground.
your phone, head over to flickr.com/Totally Rad Show. It's called Flickr.
Yeah.
Click R.
Jinx, buy me a Coke.
Buy me a Coke, buy the shirt.
Jinx.com/TRS is where you buy this t-shirt or a variety of other t-shirts.
Correct.
Head on over there.
That is it for this week's edition, and by this week I mean today's
Tomorrow,
edition
there's more.
of the Totally Rad Show.
Tomorrow,
Great.
fun, awesome
My name is
segment.
Alex.
Brand new segment. Tomorrow.
My name is Alex.
My name is Dan Trachtenberg.
Yep.
Don't miss tomorrow's episode. We've got a new segment called TRS
It is
Versus.
beautiful, and it hurts your soul. It's boring as fuck. And Crouching Tiger is a lot of jumping and kicking.
It's not. Is
know.
it favorite film or best film?
It's gotta be. It's gotta be our favorite. I
Casablanca.
have a confession to make.
Never saw.
Never
Casablanca.
saw it?
List of shame.
You were supposed to come. Remember? we
You
crossed
went
it?
without me, Dan.
No, you didn't.
went without
You were
me.
invited.
I was standing on the corner waiting.
Yeah, right.